With Stark announcing more delays in delivery, will I hold on to my order, or am I just going to cancel it and get a different dirt bike? Stick around and find out. I think intros are boring, but necessary to combine that transition. So instead, here's a fun fact. KTM was technically founded in 1934, commonly thought 1992, while the other counterparts within the KTM group started much earlier. Husqvarna all the way back to 1906, even with the Husqvarna group in the 1600s, as well as Gas kind of showing up 1984. Pretty interesting to understand how long these manufacturers have been around. As some of you may or may not know, Stark Future came to be in about 2021 with the first production release of their Stark Varg, their all-electric dirt bike that could compete as long as an MXGP race without running out of battery, 6-hour runtime, 80 horsepower, premium suspension, brakes, all the fun stuff to replace a normal, naturally aspirated dirt bike. And with all the hype and the press releases that I bought into and that I fell in love with, they were able to generate about 17,000 pre-orders, with 100 of my dollars going to one of those pre-orders. And it's 2023 and I still don't have a bike. Now this is a fairly new company, and the first product that they had was this Varg. So I wouldn't expect them to immediately be able to deliver within the first 6 months, heck, maybe even the first 8 months, but technically it's been over a year since I've ordered. And if we look at the numbers, 2021 to 2023, that's been 3 years. That's quite some time. Now technically my first official invoice date was November 2022, and that held for quite some time until it got moved to December of 2022. A few months, I'll take it. But then on October 5th, they released this video.
And I wanted to give you some updates on Stark Future and the Varg, building our organization from business to production in our new 20,000 square meter production facility. When will I get my bike? Of everyone feeling frustrated to wait for their delivery. We will have a few months delay.
Now this was a nice video update with features of their new building, new manufacturing facility, all these great promises and so on and so forth, of the technology they're putting into building these bikes and efficiencies and blah, 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 blah. But then they said, we're gonna be pushing back your delivery dates. And I logged into my account, looked at my invoice, and now my delivery date is November 30th, 2023. So even longer. And if we take those numbers and we say order date of December 21st, 2021, all the way to delivery date of November 30th, 2023, that's 709 days that I'll be waiting. I think this avocado is going to expire before then. The point being, anybody who orders a Varg right now won't see delivery till mid to late 2024. So it begs the question, do I continue to wait, or do I just end up buying a different dirt bike? Now there are some benefits to keeping this pre-order. I mean, with the amount of hype and probably the limited availability for the first little bit, there's going to be a ton of value held in this motorcycle. So it's going to be kind of like the Altas, where now all of a sudden they're a hot commodity if you can even find one. And if you're looking at used prices, I mean, they're skyrocketing, right? So it's almost an asset. Same thing in the electric vehicle world. Hold on to it if you got it. But outside of that, I mean, it would be a great training bike because technically I suck, right? No maintenance, which is awesome, or pretty much no maintenance. I mean, fill the tires, lube the chain, and you're pretty much off to the races. And I don't ride that much anyway. So if I have the opportunity to, all I have to do is make sure it's charged and I have air in the tires. And then when I go out riding, it's a lot more fun. I don't have to worry about fuel. I don't have to worry about if I need an oil change or valve adjustment, anything along those lines. It's a really nice feature, right? And at the same time, I can always buy a set of sumo wheels and bring it to a kart track and kind of run it from there. I mean, even if my wife wanted to start riding, I could turn the power down to the same as an 85cc or heck, probably even lower, and she can putt around on it. You know, if my daughter, again, way down the road, ever gets older, taller, and can fit on the bike, this could be one of her first motorcycles or a step in the right direction if we wanted to add power to it and grow with it. And at the same time, this could be used year-round. So there could be ice riding, there could be summer riding, there could be ski slope riding. I mean, just throwing out some options. But you don't have to winterize it. And that, I guess, falls into the maintenance category. But there's a lot of good things that come with this motorcycle. Not to mention you also get a second cell phone out of it, too. Even with all these pros, there is still a full list of cons. I mean, we have to understand the production journey. If it's already been pushed back this far, is it just continually going to be pushed back? And will I not see my Varg until 2024? Same aspect when it comes to charging. I'm not fully equipped to charge an electric vehicle at home, so what will happen if I plug it into just a general wall charger? Or if I'm at the track and I run out of battery, am I going to need to buy a 220 watt generator just to charge this thing to continue to ride? Or same factor, if I'm riding long distances, they have a claimed distance or ride time of 6 hours, but is that actually going to hold up? Even in the elements, if I'm out west and it's 100 degrees out, is the battery going to last as long? If I'm riding here in the Midwest and it's in the winter and it's northern Minnesota and it's freezing, below freezing, negatives out, is the battery going to be just like my iPhone and die super quickly, or is it actually going to last a quality amount of time? Same thing when it comes to if something breaks. I mean, I get it, basic maintenance, you can replace things, suspension I'm not too worried about, brakes, wheels, tires, yada yada. But anything with the engine or the battery or the motor that actually spins the gears to make the chain move and the bike go forward, I'm hoping their dealer network expands, which it seems like it has been, but is it going to be close enough to me? Or am I going to be driving 2 hours to get a generalized service or something fixed if it breaks? And at the end of the day, these are truly just rich kid toys. Well, then I guess that's just me talking shit. Let's be real, I'm going to keep the order because, quite frankly, I just love the idea of an all-electric dirt bike. I think they've done a killer job with their R&D department. I think the setup of what you actually get and the way that you can kind of tune it, especially how you can adjust the chain, is just genius. And I love the way the bike looks. And I think it will help me become a better rider and promote me to go out and ride more and in totally different places that I never expected before, and maybe even start getting back into some of the track riding that I used to do. So I'm really excited for it whenever it shows up. So I guess we'll just have to hang out, wait, and see, and hopefully when November 30th, 2023 comes around, we're unboxing a brand new Stark Varg. Just remember, keep riding.